What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J. We are locked in. Now, there's been a lot of questions going around about where is Famous. Well, it looks like this week we're getting a flashback and we see Little Shine, Jess, and his mom. And we need to try to piece this together because we know Famous is on the run because of that body he caught, aka Freddy Krueger. No more nightmares, but that nightmare might wake Famous up and put him behind bars. Or is Famous on the run so long that he really ain't running? Someone actually put him in a ditch, kind of like how they did Unique. The only thing is there ain't no coming back. But we're about to break down these photos that we have for episode 5. So if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions, hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button. And hey, we on that road to 75,000 subscribers. But right now, we need to find out what's really going on with Famous. And is Famous ever going to return? Or is he unalived? Let's find out. Introducing Rummy Jean Lewis as Little Famous. We know about the Power Origins that are going to be showing James St. Patrick and Tommy Egan, but now we get a little flashback about young Famous. Now, from the photos that we do have, it's only 2 of them. We don't know much. We don't know what building they're in, but it looks like a school or a hospital slash clinic type of building. I'm thinking that they're trying to show us that maybe there was something wrong with Famous when he was younger. Not saying he was a little slow or anything. Maybe he just had like ADHD. We always noticed that something was off with Famous. So maybe this is just going to show us why Famous is acting the way he is. We have his sister and his mother, and they're walking him around. Now, you can look at Jess's face. She's looking around at all the other students or kids or patients. See, we aren't sure. I'm assuming that they're patients, but she's looking at all of them like she doesn't want her brother to go here. Now, maybe they misdiagnosed Famous and he isn't supposed to be in here. And this is probably why he acts the way he is, because they may have given him meds or something. So Famous might just be all thrown off by whatever happened here as a child. Now, flashbacks in the Power Universe, they are rare, but when they give them to us, we have to pay close attention. So I'm thinking something is off with Famous during this flashback. And it's not necessarily something he may have been born with. He may have just been misdiagnosed and his mother didn't know any better. And the sister may have been like, I don't think Famous needs to be here. And judging off of this scrappy dog that they got here, that looks like they found in the back of a gas station that's been rained on for the last 17 days, yeah, they probably got this dog as a comfort pet or for Famous to have friends because maybe he wasn't that social of a person when he was a young kid. So they had to get him a dog or something. And then obviously Kanan comes along and becomes his best friend. But what we do see is Jess and Famous have always been close. And we now know why she was overprotective of Famous because of whatever happened while they were young. So when she says she's back and forth between LA and New York to see the family, it's obviously because she wants to be there for her family and she has her own career. But she's checking on Famous. So when they told Lou that she was going to be back and forth through town, this has something to do with Famous and how he's going to be moving in the rest of season 4. Now, do I believe that Famous is alive? Yes. Do I think he's going to make it through the season? Definitely not. The streets need a body. And with him being gone this many episodes, we're not pulling a Lauren and bringing him back to keep him around. Nah, I think they're going to get rid of Famous, but Jess is going to do everything she can to protect her brother. Because if he made contact with anybody, it may have been Jess just because of the relationship that they had from when they were very young. But if Famous is unalive, I don't know how Jess is going to handle that, especially coming back in the city, knowing that Lou is partnered up with Imani now. Famous being missing has been a topic of all conversation this season, from us seeing the season trailer, the season teaser, and then everyone asking. Lowell asking, B Rilla asking, Lou asking, Kanan asking, Juke asking. We see them go over to Famous's house and they're talking to his mother. Now, remember, his mother did call, but she didn't want no evil in her house. That's why she told Famous to get out. But we see Kanan and Juke sitting here consoling her, and they're just telling her, hey, everything is going to be all right. We know Famous. We grew up with him. We know he's going to be all right. At first, they were insinuating that maybe Famous was talking to the police. We all know from what we've seen, Famous didn't give up any information. Famous is just nervous, scared. And that's why I'm saying he may have been on some type of meds from when he was younger. And as he got older, he stopped taking the meds. And that's the reason he was doing everything against what his mother was telling him to do. And that's why she ended up kicking him out. But that's just me throwing a theory out there. We're definitely going to find out in the flashback. But Kanan, he wants to know what's going on with his boy Famous. Because regardless to whatever issues they had, Famous is always going to be a brother to Kanan. So that's where we're at. They're going over there, just checking on her, see if they heard anything. I don't think she knows anything, because if she did, she probably would have told the police. But Kanan is just letting her know he's there. And since Kanan is getting money now, I could definitely see him helping out Famous's mother. I know a lot of people believe that Famous and Kanan, after they got into their little dispute about Kanan being the big dog, they were like, they ain't gonna really be messing with each other. But I don't see it that way. One thing about Kanan, if you don't screw him over, he'll be loyal to you. It's the moment you start doing things behind his back is when he starts to flip and change up on you. So Kanan is going to be there, and he's going to be looking out for Famous's mother until we get any solid information about where he's at. Overall, do I believe that Famous is still alive? I definitely do. Shout out to my boy Brillo. He has a theory that Marvin is going to be the one that either already deleted or deletes Famous. But I don't think anyone knew what Famous was doing. He got arrested. He went down there. He didn't say anything. I'm thinking as soon as the arrest happened, he got on the run. Now, people are saying maybe he went with Jess, but Jess hasn't said anything. I do believe that their relationship is very close. So if anyone has something to do with Famous missing, then it might be her. Because remember, when we got introduced to Jess, it was actually in episode 1, which took place in season 3. So that's before this whole season started, when Famous got arrested. So she may already came back, or when she came back to New York that one time, that's when Famous left with her to go lay low out in LA. That's just one of the theories that I have going right now. And also maybe something was medically wrong with Famous when he was just a child. We gonna see. All right, let me know what you think about Famous. Is Famous going to return, or is Famous already deleted? He wasn't talking to the police, so we're not even going to put that jacket on Famous right now. We're going to check out this flashback. But let me know what your theory is about Famous. How will this turn out for him? And is Kanan still going to be there for him, regardless to what happens? I want to know what you got to say. I'm Mo.J. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm on that road to 75,000 subscribers. Hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I'm out. And remember, the streets ain't safe, because the streets, you know it, the streets need a body.